Offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
and coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Let's really illuminate linebacker Ryan Shazier. Has the speed of a safety. In fact, coming out of college, some people clocked him at sub 4.4 in the 40, but also the ability to go up and down the line of scrimmage and thump just like the linebacker he is.
And his 4th year in the league now, coming off his first Pro Bowl. Second down following the run. Here's Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Dalton, complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Gets around him. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And complete into the arms of LaFell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. A swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon LaFell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Geno Atkins battled some injuries in 2015 and was challenged to get back to his form, and he did exactly that in 2016. Back to the Pro Bowl. Size, strength, agility, and also a competitive streak that rivals anyone's in the league.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And they're going to get this one all the way out of across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
They'll try and run with Bernard. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Carl Lawson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. The play clock's running down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the 1st quarter of action. 15-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And Dalton to throw. And he finds LaFell complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a right side completion here by LaFell.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Again, here's Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
To throw on third down. Dalton, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Deshaun Kaiser, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And this one is right down the middle. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Now Roethlisberger being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Hurry up, let's go. Black 80. 51 to light. 51 to light. I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the catch good. It's Eifert. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
He drops it off for Bernard. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run again with Bernard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So they are going for it. Now Dalton, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. The 20. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Now, Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Kevin Minter in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jordan Berry now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Duke Johnson on his way to what could be a record day. He's over 100 yards in the first half alone. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Jeremy Hill now gearing up to go again as he marches back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best one.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers have really struggled out of the gate here. The Bengals have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Bengals have it midway through one. Dalton's gonna find his mark, and this goes 25 yards for the score as they put the first points on the board. Midway through the first quarter, the pass ends up being picked off. Kirkpatrick's the one who would run it back for the score as they open it up to 15-0. First and 10, Green's got nobody around him on the deep pass, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Bengals up now by 25. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. Let's get back up to Pittsburgh as we hand it back over to Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
A play fake to Hill. Dalton. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
First and 10 for Dalton. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and now it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
On the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Second down, Dalton steps away to his left. To the left side here for Eifert. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. It's the Browns. They lead that ball game at the moment. Duke Johnson, over 100 yards rushing for him. He's at 107.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Flushed out right, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man on the end route, complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. In the red zone this time. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going to take... Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. He's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing 3rd. Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the working on the field stands.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Escaping the pressure right. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Ross on the return. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And this one is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, look at the juke. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Dalton. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
It's second down. Don't look it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Hey, that's the way you finish. Finish strong. Yeah, let's go. Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Room here to run. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Perfect. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you, you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
That penalty is declined.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bag.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Roethlisberger, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his bat. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Andy Dalton fights him off. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 yards
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Ben to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Bell. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Dalton hovering near the goal line. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Dad, 180. This is our time. This is our time right here.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. And now here is another interception. Picked off William Gay. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. Third down here. On third down, here's Bell. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Roethlisberger escaping the pressure. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the...
And oh, he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. second down. Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is knocked down from the side. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Big Ben with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Passing it, Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Dalton wants to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. So now Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Second down now after the incompletion. Big spot. Andy Dalton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to speed things up here. All right, here's Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Boyd, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a two-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
He's back to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This is taken at his 4. A little juke. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers able to come away with a victory. Aaron Rodgers, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. 1st and 10 for Dalton. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to LaFell there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking deep for LaFell. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. the gun. Dobbs. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Geno Atkins. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh, yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who traveled to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
Well, look at this. No time left. They just won the game, and now they'll go for 2. To throw is Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for